Yeah. It's week 8, 2-5. I need to get a win now. I need to. Yeah, I play on the Jets too. Just come on.
MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the New York Jets versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. Guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
10-10.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stomp.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua to Parker there for the Miami 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made playing for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through, but still backed up near the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
What is it?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
Let's go.
That's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brings up
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He's going to go deep for Funchess, and that will be incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Miami set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first. He'll throw from the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football here in the first quarter.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Third down.
And again. It's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Tua to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, Matt Breida actually had the fastest play of 2019, hitting 22.3 miles an hour on an 83-yard touchdown run, and he was moving here too.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, complete. That's Parker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. We'll step aside and be right back. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping.
Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at Power.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Matt Breed in the offense heading. Back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set.
Do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.